Hey, rock solid people, it's Pat. It's time to take a look at the Who Are You Super Deluxe Edition box set. 8 discs, 7 are CDs, 1 is Blu-ray. There's unreleased and rare studio and live material on here. Steven Wilson is involved in the Atmos mix for the Blu-ray, and just so much stuff here. I mean, this is stellar. This is one, if you're a Who fan, I think you got to own this. So, Super Deluxe Edition. Let's take a look at the spine. Love it. And then let's take a look at the spine on this side. Because there's a big hardback book in here. And then this says The Who Are You, discs 1 through 8. And then this tells you what all the discs are. Disc 1, the original album, remastered for 2025. Disc 2, the Glyn Johns mix. Disc 3, sessions and demos. Disc 4, Shepperton, 1977. Disc 5, Shepperton, 78. I believe this has the audio tracks from the film The Kids Are All Right. Those tracks are on here. I just forget which disc it's on. But I mean, for me, that's like the holy grail. I know they released it on Blu-ray and DVD, a couple years back, but I've always wanted that to be released as a full concert or in some way on CD. Then we got Live USA 79 Part 1 and 2. That's with Kenny Jones, now on drums. And then we got the Blu-ray audio done by Steven Wilson. And let's open it up. Okay, let's look at the discs first. There's that classic cover. And I don't think Keith Moon was around much longer after all this was released, etc. I could be wrong. I might have my timeline wrong. That's the background. And I love it. I love this cover. I mean, I don't know how it relates to the title, Who Are You? I believe with a title like that, you could have done many different things, but I'm okay with just the band sitting on some equipment, some cables, some wires. Keep clear. All right, let's open it up. All right, this is pretty sweet. Each disc has its own individual sleeve. There's the original album. On the back, they all look the same, except for what's written. And here's what I really like. When you get in close, this is disc 1. This is the set number, and this is disc 1. And they all have that. This one's colored red. I'm not sure if they're all colored red. I don't think they are. So that's disc 1. And they go like this. They go disc 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here's just another picture from the session. That's the Glyn Johns mix. And then on the back, you can see that the first 7 songs are Glyn Johns mix. Then Trick of the Light is a single B-side mix. And we got some alternate mixes. New song with Pete's guide vocal. Sister Disco, Lost guitar mix. Had Enough without orchestra. Guitar and pen, Pete's guide mix. Love is Coming Down without orchestra. And Who Are You? Early run through with Pete's guide vocal. So this is all cool stuff. Okay? What's it say here? 1 through 7 mixed by Glyn Johns for the album. Tracks 8 through 10 are mixes Glyn did for this single from the album. And tracks 1 through 16, session outtakes, mixed by Steve Wilson. All right. That's wild, right? Steven Wilson, sorry, Steve. I call him Steve. He was on the show. All right, this disc is yellow. So, mixed by Steven Wilson. Which ones are mixed by Steve? Just these last ones with the asterisk. That's cool, though. Okay, I thought he was only involved with the Blu-ray disc, but obviously he's going to be involved in some of this other stuff maybe. Or maybe that was it, just disc 2. Oh, great. Sessions and demos. Again, another photo that was maybe considered for use. And they've got this thing, maybe some dynamites hooked up somewhere. It's in front of Keith. That's kind of a funny gag. And again, here we go. This is disc 3. Who Are You? Lost Verse. Love Is Coming Down, Work in Progress. Empty Glass, session outtake. Is Roger singing that? I'm not sure. 905. Then we get a bunch of John Entwistle demos. Back on the Road, Wild Horses, Trick of the Light, Good Time Coming. And I believe John is singing all these. On the album, he only sings 905, but I believe it's his voice on all those demos. So that's kind of cool. And this disc is blue. In keeping with, the colors of the album, there's blue, there's yellows, there's reds. All right. Another photo may be considered for the album. This is Shepperton 77. There's, Keith and John both smoking. And Pete and Roger in the middle. Those are the people that survived and continue on. Shepperton 77. All right, again, disc 4 right there. And this is tour rehearsals from Shepperton Studios. Kids Are All Right, Run, Run, Run. I Saw Her Standing There. Instrumental Jam. Couple versions of Who Are You? Shaking All Over, Bellboy, Barbara Ann. I Saw Her Standing There Again. So, lots of cool stuff on here. Lots of unreleased gems. Oh, and also when you remove the disc, just in case you don't know where it goes. Just in case your kids get into this and mess it all up. All right, this is the holy grail for me, I believe. Shepperton 78, 79. Such cool live footage. There we go. Baba O'Reilly, My Wife, My Generation, joined together. Who Are You? Won't Get Fooled Again. There it is from May 25th, 1978. Those first 6. Amazing. Then we got Sister Disco tour rehearsal. Music Must Change. Won't Get Fooled Again tour rehearsal. And Who Are You? Tour rehearsals from 79. So I believe this is to be the holy grail for me of the whole set. All right, Live US 79. There's Kenny Jones. This is part 1. This is disc 6. Here's the set list. Tracks recorded live at the Masonic Auditorium, Detroit, Michigan, the Silver Dome. So these tracks are from all over the place, and you'll probably have to look at the book to know where they're from. But I guess they put them in the running order that the original set list went to make it a nice listening experience. Out of the box, 1, 2, and 3, fantastic. Got Sister Disco, Music Must Change, 5:15, good stuff. Good stuff. Tons of Who live stuff out there. New disc there. All right, let's see how they close out the concert set list. Part 2. Well, ooh, look at Entwistle. Long Live Rock, My Generation, I Can See for Miles, Trick of the Light, Sparks, Won't Get Fooled Again, Take a Fool Like You. I don't know if I know that song. How Can You Do It Alone? Must be an early version of the song that will appear on Face Dances. Magic Bus, Summertime Blues, Dancing in the Street, The Real Me. And disc is red. And number 7. To coincide with number 7. All right, the Blu-ray disc, which I will never listen to because I do not have the capability or the sound system. Now, I will tell you, they talk about this photo in the book. This was, these were all the people that were invited to the Shepperton 78 concert, which we've all seen the footage from. And this was going to be the possible mock-up of the original cover idea, Who Are You? Which is which is fine, which would have been good. We would have been fine with it, I believe, but not as good as what we eventually got. So here we go. This is all the stuff. Dolby Atmos, DTA 5.1, PCM stereo. I mean, I don't know who has that equipment, but if you do, bravo. And this is the this is the album, the original album, remixed by Steven Wilson. And I guess there's all these songs are on here 3 times in all these different things. And that disc is orange. All right. Why couldn't we have the whole album remixed by Steven Wilson on a CD? I don't know. That's nitpicky. Disc 8. All right. So that's what we have in regard to this. And so now let's take a look at the hardbound book. All right. That's the back of the hardbound book. And then the front is like this. It's a mirrored image so you can look in it. Who are you? Who are you? It's Pat Francis. All right, let's take a look at this book. You can see it's thick. It's nice. It's, looks like this says page, it's like 100 pages. So very cool. All right. So let's get into a little bit of it. I don't know if we'll look at all of it. Maybe not, but let's get into it a little bit. The colors are bright and fun. So these are all the chapters. Going to talk about Music Must Change. Matt Kent wrote something. I don't know who he is. Original album, and they're just going to talk about all the discs the whole way down. And then Pete Townsend writes, this is not a concept album. The material is very mixed. Some of the stuff derives from the Lifehouse idea and does have a slight concept feel to it, but there's other stuff too, like how I feel about punk rock and about being middle-aged and in love. Pete Townsend, 1978. Pete Townsend considered himself middle-aged in 1978, and he's still touring today. So again, loaded with photos here. This is Keith Moon, and I believe this is Leonard Skinner. So Keith Moon will party with the best of them. And again, everything tells you who's who. Like left, Pete with Paul Cook and Steve Jones of the Sex Pistols. Here's a picture of Ringo, Alice Cooper, Keith Moon with Mae West from the film Sextet. So there's all a bunch of stuff from back in the day. That's Daltrey dressed as a punk rocker. What's it say? A publicity picture of Roger in punk rock gear to promote his new album, One of the Boys. I've never seen that photo before. So that's new to me. But yeah, tons of cool stuff. If you're a Who fan and this is one of your favorite albums, and it's a great one, they really did it up nicely here. I am the best. I am the best Keith Moon type drummer in the world. That is true. Now, it looks like Roger's arm is in a sling there, so who knows what that's about. Also, in leafing through here, I guess the Glyn Johns mixes, I guess that those mixes brought Roger and Glyn Johns to blows, is what it says. So I don't know. I don't know if they actually had a fist fight or what. There's Shepperton Studio Center. Who play in secret. And again, the holy grail for me, those 6 songs that we finally have on CD quality audio. This was a advertisement for Who Are You? No one could ever take Keith's place, and we're not even going to try to replace him, but we're more determined than ever to carry on. And this says The Second Coming, The Who enter the 80s. This is kind of I like this photo because Roger's hair is like all kind of like slicked back there. There's Kenny Jones. Did he even know what he was getting into with joining this band? Tried to interview Kenny many times. They always answer back and say yes, and then we just, I don't know, for some reason, when I try to give them dates, nothing happens. Then we get to the point, page 41, we start talking about each individual disc. And this is going to be very detail-oriented. It's going to tell you where it was recorded and everything. We get the lyrics. Like, this has everything. Written by, recorded when, and the dates. Lead vocals by, backing vocals by, produced by, mixed by. I mean, very, very detailed information on each individual track. About Entwistle, for the last LP, he submitted 1, and we did 1. On this one, he submitted about 6 great songs. We're using 2 or 3 of them. And I believe they did use 3. So Entwistle, you know, also a great songwriter. Roger and Keith, not so much. And again, more information about the songs and all the lyrics. Cool picture. Look how old Keith Moon looks here. And look how great Daltrey looks. I mean, it's crazy. Crazy how much damage. His face looks huge and bloated. More cool photos. Then we get into the Glyn Johns mixes, and you're gonna, you know, all the info about everyone. Another advertisement for Who Are You? Sessions and demos. These photos are all from the Who Are You music video. Shepperton, disc 4. All the info. More advertisements. I'm saying advertisement on purpose. And then here we go. Shepperton 78. Exactly when it was recorded. Baba O'Reilly, vocals by Roger and Pete. You know, it's got all the stuff. Who Are You? Previously unreleased. Joined together, previously unreleased. My Wife, previously unreleased. My Generation, previously unreleased. On CD, I guess that means. I don't know. I mean, Baba O'Reilly and Won't Get Fooled Again, definitely in the Kids Are Alright film. Could you imagine being one of the people that was here? I think this was Keith's last live performance with them. Another photo for possible use. Keith not looking great. Just not. Here comes Kenny, and Kenny looks fantastic. And I love his cymbals up in the air. Like, I loved his drum kit. I think it's so cool that these cymbals are up there. And then information. Yeah, so this will have the individual information, I guess, on all the songs, when and where they were recorded. Roger spinning the mic. The Who returned for 12 shows in December. I guess Kenny finally gets the boot because Roger did not like his live drumming, maybe. That's what I understand. But yeah. Trying to be very thorough with this for you guys. Here's that original Terry O'Neill's first concept for the album cover of Who Are You, photographed on the lawn at Shepperton Studios with the fans who had attended the filming of the performance on Stage B, Thursday, May 25th, 1978. There's friend of the show, Stephen Wilson, and he is going to talk about what he did with this album. I'm sure he loved working on it. More information, more advertisements. And then we get to the end with the credits for the entire package. And there we go. That's it. They're the boys. Who are you? That's it. Go get it. I'm Pat Francis. We'll talk soon.